everyone, this is Lisa from boardwalkskater.com and skatertips.com. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Moxi Beach Bunny roller skates. Now, if you've read a lot of my beginner articles on roller skating, you'll know that I definitely love these skates. I recommend them for beginners. For the price, these skates are great beginning skates, and they'll also take you into intermediate levels of skating. These boots have really great support. I just love them. I've been skating for 35 years. I choose to skate on these skates, and I have for, over a dozen years. So I really like them. I wanted to show you guys a new pair of skates that I am adding to my stable. These are going to be the skates that I put my indoor wheels on. And I have another set of skates that are going to have my outdoor wheels on them. That way I'm not having to switch back and forth between indoor wheels and outdoor wheels, because I skate at the rink, I skate at the trail, and it's just insanity going back and forth multiple times a week, changing out wheels. So, you know, I thought that this would be a good solution for me to save my sanity and a little bit of time, which I have so little. When Moxi, actually I don't know exactly when Moxi came out with Beach Bunnies, but about 12 years ago I got these. The leopard print, they're Beach Bunny-esque. I don't think they're technically Beach Bunnies, but they are pretty similar. These were my first pair of Moxis, and I love them to death. I skated on them for 10 years. I do think that the padding design changes have been really good. I wanted to upgrade. This boot was starting to degrade on me, so ultimately I decided to then go to the Beach Bunny Strawberry Lemonades, is what they call them, the yellow boot with the pink wheels. Currently these have my outdoor wheels on them. They're super dirty because I skate on the trail with them, and they need to be cleaned, but now's a good time to do it. And if you're concerned about trail grime, dirt, dust on your skates, don't get yellow ones. Go for a darker color, go for black, because they do show dirt pretty easily, but they are fun, light, bright, and colorful. I have really enjoyed those. So those have outdoor wheels on them now. And so I'm going to take these and put my indoor wheels on them, and voila, two pairs of skates I can just, you know, pop on anytime for whatever need. So without further ado, let's take a look at these blue sky skates and do a little unboxing here so you can kind of see what's all in the box here. Owner's manual. This has a lot of kind of exploded view drawings, labeling, tells you what things are and how to adjust them. So this is good for you to read if you're a new skater, but there's probably more information online than you'll find just in this owner's manual. They do come with some toe protectors, which if you're a beginning skater, it's possible you're going to fall a lot. And so toe protectors are always good because they will protect your skate from getting scraped up, torn, damaged, and then all you have to do is replace the toe cap and then put on a new toe cap, and you still have relatively nice looking skates. So that's a nice feature to have. They can take a little bit of adjustment, because especially when you're doing crossovers and stuff, because it'll stick out just a little bit more than a traditional skate. So make sure you're prepared for that. It does come with a crab tool. Now this crab tool is great if you do not have any kind of other skate tool. It'll get you started. It allows you to make adjustment to your wheels, to your brakes, and other little bolts and whatnot on your skate on the fly. Whenever you're skating, wherever you're skating, whether it's the rink, the trail, whatever, you should always have a skate tool with you, and this is a good beginner one. I personally use like a T-tool like this just because I like sockets and they don't slip like these wrenches do. And they have a few more options and features. I also skateboard, so some of these options and features are good for skateboards. But the crab tool is perfect when you're a beginner. Just take it everywhere you go, and make sure you're ready for any little adjustments that you might need. Let's take these out of the bag and take a look. Okay, so these are beautiful. The color is beautiful. I hope that the camera picks up on just how pretty these skates are. I mean, I just love this pretty blue color. Everything looks great. The wheels look gorgeous. Now, these are outdoor wheels, outdoor gummy wheels. You can wear them indoors. They're just gonna feel kind of sticky, kind of grippy. But it's totally fine if you're starting out to go use these at the rink. But generally speaking, the hardness on these wheels are outdoors. They're great beginner outdoor wheels. At some point in time, you may want to upgrade to outdoor wheels that are a little bit harder. That'll give you some more speed. A different size also can change speed, but they're perfectly fine for beginners. One thing you'll want to notice is usually any skate from the factory, it's going to just be improperly adjusted on the wheels especially. So see how these wheels, they barely spin. They're barely moving. That's not right at all, okay? You'll want to take your skate tool or your crab tool and loosen them up a little bit so that they spin, okay? So they should spin freely, but you don't want them to, slide a whole lot, rock back and forth a whole lot. There could be a little bit play there. It's kind of your personal preference, but they should spin. This is not, if you skated with the wheels this tight, then it's going to feel like you're skating in mud, and it's not going to be fun, and you're probably not going to want to skate very often. So make sure you look at the wheels, see if they're spinning. They should spin a bit more like that. Okay, this very slow, not good. Okay, so make sure you do those adjustments before you go out and skate. The other thing I don't love about Moxi, it's not a lot of things, but I wish they would just put better laces in these skates. Now, these laces are gorgeous. They're really pretty. They're like these satin type skate laces, but they are not good for keeping your skate boot tight, okay? You really want some waxed laces. And waxed laces, when you tighten the skate, it keeps the tightness in the skate. These satin laces slip, and then so you sit in there tightening as hard as you can, and then it just all slips out, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is take some wax laces and put those in there so that my skates will stay tight when I'm out skating and I'm not having to constantly come in, retighten them, or whatever. So Moxi, if you're listening, I would love if you gave us some nice waxy skate laces. These satin ones are just really pretty. Love them, they look great, but they're not really great for keeping the skates tight. But really nice. Anyway, comes with a little roller skate keychain. They've been doing that for quite a while now, so no change there. And I'll take this other one out, which I have unlaced, so I could show you what the inside of the boot looks like, which is pretty important to me. Since I do recommend these skates for beginners, I wanted to show you why I recommend them. Because for this price point, I just don't think that you can get this amount of quality, stiffness, and padding in a boot. I mean, it really is my favorite, so I kind of wanted to show you what the inside looked like. The tongue here, now this kind of rubbery padding is great because it grips and it keeps the tongue from sliding one way or the other, or to the left or to the right. And that padding goes all the way down, the tongue there. So that helps things be really comfortable while you're skating. The boot itself, it's rigid, but it moves. That's the best way I can describe it. It's going to give you a lot of great ankle support. I have really terrible ankles because I have been involved with sports, skateboarding, skating. I've had broken bones. I've had tons of ligament injuries, especially in the ankle areas. It's just really common to roll your ankle all the time in these sports. So you really want something with really good support. And this boot, I mean, it just really does it. The padding is really good, really comfortable. When you feel the inside of it, it's rigid, but you have the padding in there to really, you know, make it comfortable. The pattern's super cute and colorful. It's got kind of a kawaii roller skate theme in there, kind of little 80s things and characters, and it's super cute. It looks good, coordinates well. One other thing I would say is these skates are not really great for people with wide feet. I do have some recommendations for skates for people with wide feet. I'll leave a link with this video so you can see all of my recommendations for beginners based on foot width and experience in the description. But if for some reason you buy these skates and they fit your feet just fine, but you're getting a little bit of a pressure point, pinch or something somewhere, one thing that you could try is actually skipping some holes. So what a lot of people do is say, you know, you have some pain around the midsection, right? Or midfoot, we'll say midfoot, not midsection. That's not really that helpful. Midfoot, you could actually lace up your skates and then skip a couple holes. So maybe if your pain was kind of around this area, you were feeling extra pressure, what'll happen is people will skip those holes to relieve that pressure, and then they'll come up and continue their lacing a bit higher. So that way, so you could either cross like this and then continue your lacing, or some people will actually go, you know, skip a hole or two up the side like this and then continue their lacing. So that's something to try if you feel like, you know, things are uncomfortable in a certain area of your boot. You could do that. Another thing is, oh gosh, socks are kind of a big deal. I mean, some people like really thick socks. Some people like to wear nylon pantyhose type tights with their skates. There's no wrong answer there, but you could play around with sock thickness. Anything that has some slide to it, like a nylon blend sock, is going to feel, I think, a lot better than just say a 100% cotton sock or a wool sock or a wool blend sock, because nylon has a slipperiness to it, and it'll help your foot kind of move and like it should in the boot, but hopefully not uncomfortably so. You'll still have grip, and that can make your boot more comfortable. But anyway, so that's kind of how sometimes people lace their boots to remove pressure in certain areas. Just something that you could try. But overall, I'm super satisfied with these. They are really great skates. I got a really great deal on them. They're pretty. I love them just as much as my other Beach Bunny skates. I mean, from a looks perspective, they definitely look great. And the price point, I mean, you just can't beat it for the quality that goes into these, and the support and the styling, and they're just fun and colorful. I mean, they just really make your day when you put them on. So I will leave you a link to all of my recommendations that I've talked about. Waxy laces, T-tools. I have a list of beginner skates for all different types of feet that you might want to check out. But if you're a beginner skater and you want something that will take you into intermediate skating too, the Moxi Beach Bunnies, I mean, to me, that's where they're at, you know. So it's a great recommendation. It's a great place to get started. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk soon.